and Tyler Burnham will go to St. Olaf where he'll play football. And we'll begin with Sherry Hart to talk a little bit about Alex Webster.
In Atlanta. Emory University is a top-ranked private institution recognized internationally for its outstanding liberal arts colleges, graduate and professional schools, and one of the world's leading healthcare systems. Emory Swimming has a long history of national championships, including 26 national champions and over 100 All-American swimmers. Most recently, Emory was named the 2016-17 national champions. Not bad. Alex has worked incredibly hard to get the attention of this national caliber program. He was a medalist in the open water junior national 5K race last year, a member of the Sarasota Sharks swim team that was named the 2018 YMCA National High Point winner in Greensboro, and was recently named to the USA Swimming Scholastic All-American team, which is a huge accomplishment. Congratulations. Alex has made history as an integral part of the Falcon swim team. He has broken records over a dozen times and is the current school record holder in the 200 free, 500 free, and is part of the 200 free, 200 medley, and 400 medley relays. He has been named MVP and has led his team to an 18th place finish in the States this past fall. Not only has Alex been a valuable point scorer for the Falcon swim team, but he's been a great role model, an exceptional teammate, and an absolute pleasure to coach. St. Stephen's is very lucky to have an ambassador in Alex Webster at school and at the pool. While I've enjoyed my limited time coaching Alex, his coach from the Sarasota Sharks has been instrumental in guiding Alex through his swimming career. I'd like to recognize and thank Coach Brent Arkey of the Sarasota Sharks, whom Alex swam under for the past 6 years. Alex has spent no less than 15 hours a week, probably up to 25 hours a week, before and after school under Brent's direction. I also know that Alex's parents have supported his journey wholeheartedly, even renting an apartment in Sarasota so Alex can get the most out of what is asked from him and the Sharks. His dedication and passion for his sport has paid off handsomely, and I'm very proud of all his accomplishments. I'd like to congratulate Alex on behalf of the St. Stephen's community on his offer to attend Emory University as part of its national championship swim team. Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you. I want a big hand for Alex. Let's hear it. Now we are moving to Alan Taylor and his coach, Shay Weiser.
Such a pleasure to be here. I've had the opportunity to work with St. Stephen's athletes for, probably 15 to 16 years, and you guys are in a tremendous place to be able to do well and succeed in college. We all have different journeys when it comes to whether we're following academics or sport, and Alan's journey was a really fun one for me to be involved with. We met each other about 1.5 years ago. We all want this journey to go very smooth and be able to go to the school of our dreams, but a lot of times that doesn't happen. It takes a lot of work, it takes the correct tournaments to play in, it takes a lot of sacrifice to travel to different places as well. Alan's journey was first just on a driving range. We had reached out to a lot of different coaches that I felt like he could play for. If some of you guys have never seen him hit a golf ball, it's pretty exciting to see what he can do. When you put his numbers against a lot of professional athletes, Alan is above that. So he's got a talent that I don't have, I wish I had, and it's really exciting to see what he can do. But these coaches were actually behind Alan watching him hit shots. And they obviously were very excited about what he was doing. 2 days after that, I got a phone call asking if I knew Alan. I'm like, I do. I actually know this kid, and I've seen him play, and I think he'd be a really good fit for your team. Well, it didn't just stop right there. It had to continue on. The relationship had to continue to grow. The next big moment for Alan was actually in England at a tournament called the British Boys. For some of you guys that are aware of some of the bigger tournaments that we chase as junior athletes and as athletes, this is one of the biggest events in the entire world. It attracts players from the US, from where he's from the Czech Republic, but all over the world. It brings the best of the best. There's about 330 athletes that are there. This is a moment that Alan had to play well, or he felt like he needed to play well, and there's a lot of pressure. But the one shot that he hit, I think that was very, very impressive. It was about a 260-yard hole. Alan was able to hit a 4-iron that the coach still talks to me about. So that was really cool. We went on a visit to go and spend time with these coaches, and I've been on a lot of visits with athletes before to spend time with coaches. Most of these things last maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. They don't last very long. They kept Alan on site for just almost 6 hours, but was still know for sure, hey, we want you, or hey, we'd love to have you on our team, or you're the guy that we want. So there's still a little bit of, I guess it was a little bit of not knowing what was going to happen on the way home. But we took a little bit of time, and then I guess it was maybe about 2 weeks later when they finally said, hey, look, you're a guy. Florida State University has become one of the top places in the country in all of sport, but especially in golf. You guys have seen quite a few kids that are on the PGA Tour because of what they do at this program. Alan's going to be a tremendous fit at Florida State. I'm excited to see what he can do. I know he's very proud to be a Seminole. I don't know if you really understood just how big the rivalry is in the state of Florida and just how big it is to be part of something like Florida State, but I think he's definitely going to experience that. I know that this experience here at St. Stephen's is going to help him be a tremendous athlete there, and I'm just really thankful to be a part of his life. Congratulations, Alan. Going to Florida State University.
Thanks, folks. Put a big hand for Alan Clador. And now to wrap things up, for Tyler Barnum, I invite Todd Cornett to please come up.
So we've had the opportunity to work with Tyler over the last 4 years and watch him develop from a young guy who was wide-eyed and new to St. Stephen's and figuring things out. In fact, when he was in 8th grade, he participated in spring practice because he was already accepted. And I remember him going back and forth from St. Stephen's football practice and band practice at his middle school and really trying to get a sense of what life would look like 4 years later. We know now that Tyler will be attending a top 25 liberal arts school here in the United States at St. Olaf. He'll be playing in one of those competitive conferences that Division III football has to offer. And he'll be doing things that he has said he wanted to do all along. Tyler set a goal for himself as a young man to play in college and to play in a great environment. And that goal is something he's worked steadily towards every single day. And he's achieved that this year, and we celebrate today with him as he makes his commitment, and we see this dream come true. A couple of things about Tyler that are worth sharing. A lot of athletes go through times where we're banged up and we're feeling not great or not 100%. And it's one thing to play hurt, and it's one thing to play sore. And we often have to tell our athletes that there's a difference between being hurt and being injured. And Tyler played almost his entire senior year injured. He had a tear in his shoulder that really required surgery. And right before the season started, there was a conversation about how this was going to work. And Tyler made a decision to play through and move surgery to the end of senior year. Now you have to understand that the game that we play requires contact, and the position he plays requires it on every single down. And he went out every day, and he played for his brothers on the team, and he played for the school, and he gave everything he had. And for a kid to play injured through an entire senior year, a 12-game season, was a remarkable thing to watch. He never complained. He never asked for a break. He just continued to do the work, and that tells us more about him as an athlete than we could possibly know. The part of it that's really cool was late in his recruiting, he got a phone call. He had committed to St. Olaf already. He got a phone call over the break from a Division I school, a school that would play for a national championship in the SSES. And they reached out and they said, we want Tyler to come visit. We want to recruit him. We'd love to have him. And And all of a sudden, we've committed to a smaller school, regardless of how fantastic it is competitively, academically, or on the football field. Now we sort of get the big eye. Wow, can I go play Division I football? And pretty quickly, Tyler made the decision that he knew where he wanted to be. He knew that St. Olaf was the right place. He said no to the big school, and he honored his commitment. I think those two stories tell us so much about the kind of young man that Tyler is. Somebody who's committed to achieving his goals, somebody who knows who he is, and wants to do the kind of things in life that go beyond the football field. So while we celebrate this accomplishment today for him as an athlete, we also celebrate that he's taking steps towards being the man that he'll be beyond college. And we're excited to share in that journey as well. So Tyler, congratulations on your big day. Thrilled to have been a part of that.
Big hand for Tyler Brown. And now I'd like Dr. Cole to please come up for her remarks.
I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. It's so nice to hear the story from each of you with your dream. And it really does start as a dream. And that happened when you were little. And to think all the hard work, think about the dedication you put into it. Just please savor this moment and really reflect on all the things that got you to this place and all the people who were a part of that, from your teachers here at St. Stephen's, to your coaches, to your parents, with all the driving they did until you could drive, and really just your hard work, because this didn't happen just overnight. This happened because you dedicated yourself to a passion that you have. And it's a great lesson for all of us as we think about what are those passions we have, what are those dreams we have. And here we have right in front of us 3 young men who have lived that. And what an exciting time for you. So I'm just really, really proud of you, and excited to hear about what happens as you enter the next few years of your life. Congratulations.
All right, gentlemen, keep the pens up. Here we go, everybody. Help me count down from 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm going to let you have the microphone so you can say your thank yous.
I'll try to keep this short. I have to first thank my club coach, Coach Brent. I probably see him more during the week than I do my parents. And I think the reason for that is that it's just been such a huge positive impact, both in the pool and out of the pool. I can't thank him enough. I also have to thank Coach Hart, wherever she is, for just these past 2 years have been amazing. She's gone above and beyond what a normal high school coach probably does. And it's just been great. I'm going to miss the high school team as well. I've loved every swim meet that we've gone to. They've all been really just a great time. And I have to thank my parents as well. I'm going to have to give another speech again in the summer, so I'll save some lines for them. And I'll pass the mic over to Alan.
I'll keep it short too. I'm going to thank my parents, coaches, and St. Stephen's for supporting athletes the way they do. Thank you.
I just want to thank my coaches, Coach Grenade, Coach Wolfer, for always being there for me all 4 years and helping me out. I just want to thank my whole family that came. I love all you guys, even the kids. I love you too. I just want to thank the football team for basically helping me get through school all 4 years, keeping me straight, keeping me honest, and especially the line, wherever you guys were at, and the boys. So thanks, guys. Love you all.
One more thing here for these boys. All right, well, I still have the microphone real quick.